are just joining us, we're going to get started here in just about 1 minute. If you have anybody that you would like to see this presentation and this overview, go ahead and bring them on over to meetwithjj.com. My name is Lynn Carrillo. I'm going to be your host here at the very beginning of all of this. It's great to see everybody here. We have a lot of different industries that are represented here today, and I believe we've got people coming in all over the place. So very excited to have each and every one of you with us. We're going to go through quite a bit of information, so if you would, just take out a pen and paper, and we're going to open it up for Q&A at the end. So just go ahead and write down your questions that you may have as we're going through all of this, and then hopefully we'll be able to get everything handled for you. Just so that you kind of know a little bit about who I am and what's coming at you here. Yeah, he usually does at the end. Just so that you kind of understand what's going on here in the next little bit, we're just going over some basics as to what you're going to see with Smash Your Competition, just to kind of give you a background. My name, again, is Lynn Carrillo, for those of you that I have not met. I have personally had the privilege of working with Mr. JJ Ulrich and Vivian Russell, who you're going to hear from a little bit later on. And pretty much for about since the beginning of the year, my background is business development and marketing strategies, and I actually have an emphasis on social media. So when I saw a lot of what was happening here, it was kind of amazing what's coming to us in the ways of being able to fix a lot of the marketing issues that we've got going on right now just with this one simple tool. And so we started, I was part of the collaboration team at the very, very beginning, and it was amazing what started to kind of transpire as we started putting all of our brains together. It was a lot of fun. So what I'd like to do at this moment, I'm just going to give you kind of a brief introduction to this. Then I'm going to bring you in some amazing people that have really started to shift this whole thing into overdrive. So if you kind of take into consideration what Smash is the cutting edge to being the ultimate marketer, especially when it comes to being online. One of the main things that we're looking at right now is we're looking for ways that can compile everything that needs to be done into maybe an hour of your day. See, most of the time when you're looking at being able to market online with all of the things that needs to come into play, you need a whole new person. You need an extra body, and that person should be IT qualified and know social media and so on and so forth. So this is where usually everybody falls short. And what Smash is going to do is this is going to be that one-of-a-kind marketing contact management solution that is going to give you a start to finish resolution to your marketing. So you don't have to go back to school. You don't have to hire an extra person. You don't even have to spend hours online doing it yourself. The system that we're going to bring to you today, that we're going to introduce you to, is hands above everything else. If you think about what you actually need in order to market, to get all of your business handled every single day, it's not just learning what SEO means or understanding Facebook and Twitter and all of that. You have your contact manager, and you've got to be able to have everything that you've talked about with that person written out and being able to follow every single appointment you've had with them. It has to be able to integrate with your calendars, and you have your to-do list. And then you have the advertising portion of it. Do you do video? Do you do audio? Do you do pictures? Is it script? I mean, there's just so much that comes with it. Now, you also want to be able to build 24/7 income, right? I mean, that's the whole purpose of doing things online, is so that it generates it for you. Well, that's an automated system. So now, where do you start? And how do you get all of this accomplished? Now you see why it takes that extra person to get it done. You need an assistant. Well, let's start out with just the first portion of it. If you really think about what you need the most, the person with the most contacts wins, right? I mean, everybody knows that. Facebook, when they went IPO, the reason why they got as high as they did was because of their database. I mean, ultimately, that's what tells a person that you've got a valuable system. Being able to manage that contact manager, that is a whole nother step, because now you want to be able to have pretty much it automated. If you've met that person, let's say you met them at a networking event, to be able to bring that person in and have all of their information put into the system for you because it's grabbing from what's online already, you don't even have to do anything for it. You just type in the connection portion of it, and now it's done. What if you were able to connect on all the birthdays and anniversaries and everything that's going on? How valuable do you think you're going to come across when it comes to an actual conversation that you're having with them? How about being able to assign each one of these into a group so that you're talking to the right person at the right time? There's a lot of people that I know that have multiple companies that they're working with. Well, you don't want company A rolling over into company B, rolling over into your family, because if you do, nobody's going to want to talk to you at Christmas, right? Because all they get is business from you. Being able to separate all of that is huge. This is the one-of-a-kind marketing structure for your contact manager. Now, how about being able to integrate all of that into your calendars? Being able to set up meetings and appointments and reminders, and going back and making notes and following up with them, and having it all automated online, so that not only are you turning around and connecting with them, but you're connecting with them in a way that they actually, this is the best part, I think, out of the entire system for me, because this is where I save a lot of time myself. How would you like it to where you don't have to call them and say, okay, well, do you have this time available? And they call you back and say, oh, well, I don't have that time available, but I have this time available. You spend more time just chasing, being able to lock down a time to meet. Well, what if you gave them a specific place to go, and they could automatically set up an appointment with you, and you're the one that guides the time? The chasing is now done. Everything's right here for you. This is an amazing system, because now, if you think about where that's at, that's just taking your time management into a whole new realm. Well, what about a social media buzz wall? Now, a lot of you use multiple hubs where you can post and it'll blast. How many of you have 5 social media sites that you monitor? How about 15? 30? You know there's over 2,000 social media sites out there? What if you could get your hands on all of them, but only have to post once? And be able to generate traffic from it. See, this is where you can build ultimate leads. You don't ever have to buy another lead, ever. And you can hear all of this traffic. It will turn around and it'll show you who shared what, who talked about what, whether they have engaged with you on a regular basis or not, whether they're connected with you on multiple avenues. How would you like to be able to now sit and have a conversation with somebody, looking at your smash wall, and you can see where they've been? Because, you know, everybody uses social media like a diary nowadays, so you can tell everything about anybody at any given time. But what if they turned around and they were going on a camping trip, and you said, hey, you know what, let's talk later, I'm getting ready for a camping trip. And they said, oh, well, we're going on a camping trip too. You've just connected. You've just given yourself a leg up on your competition. Pretty crazy. How about now having all of these and being able to toggle in between your businesses? So if you want to talk about and promote business A, you can. With a flip of a switch, you can do it with business B and C. Unlimited. Is your head spinning yet? Mine was. When I saw all this coming together, it was crazy. Because this part right here helps anybody at any level. You do not have to be the IT genius. You don't have to be a marketing genius. You can just plug it in, set it up, and let it work for itself, because 80% of this, 90% of this is automated. This is the part where it gets absolutely insane, because this is the time management structure that is going to blow you away and post everything for you. See, this is the part for me I get very, very excited. But I want to bring on somebody right now. This lady is probably one of the best I've seen in a very, very long time when it comes to structuring a business and being able to see where a business goes. I love talking with her. I love working with her, and I want her to take it from here. Ms. Vivian Russell, are you here with me right now?
I am, Lynn, and thank you so much. I got to tell you that she makes it sound like, I'm all that, and that's so nice. I love working with her. We are each other's greatest fans. She's wonderful to work with. My name is Vivian Russell, and for those of you who don't know who I am working with the team that's bringing this Smash Your Competition pre-launch to you. We are in pre-launch. A little bit about me. I've been involved in sales and marketing for a very long time, and I have always had a disadvantage, and that is that I fall into the category that many people do, which is that I'm really good in compelling people and in sales and presentation, but when it comes to systems, forget it. So if I have to use more than one system, I really have a hard time. When I saw the vision behind Smash Your Competition, for me, it's the end all, because everything that Lynn has shown you so far, what you need to realize is that you have a contact manager that is automatically capturing information for you from social media and then acting on it. You have social media where, yeah, you can schedule and post automatically. You can do that with other tools, but you don't have to leave this environment. You have one environment, one umbrella that's going to handle everything, and it gets even more exciting. So let me kind of step you through the rest of it. I'm going to go a little bit fast because we're privileged to have JJ Ulrich with us tonight, and this is his vision. The Smash Your Competition system is about to go into actual pre-launch. We are in pre-launch right now. So what does that mean? That means that we're sharing it with a select group of people, and that's you. So let's go ahead and finish that up for you. So we've talked about all these components, but I must tell you, I love coming in here because this is my favorite part. You see, I'm good at talking to people, and when it comes to follow-up, unfortunately, I'm that lady with all those Post-it notes. I know, I hate to admit it, but it's true. What happens to me, the fortune is in the follow-up, and sometimes my follow-up doesn't always happen right on time, and when it does, it's not exactly the way it should be, and I forget birthdays, I forget holidays, I'm always too busy. The beauty of Smash Your Competition is that it's one system with everything, and I do mean everything. If you went out and you found the top 15, 20 tools out there to run a business, you would have to find 15 or 20 tools in order to do what this one thing is doing. And with the campaign manager, my favorite part is it's going to handle everything. It's going to handle your video email, which we'll get to that in a second. It's going to handle also that video email through an automated assistant. Now that's right up my alley. Not only is it going to do the follow-up when triggered, once it's in my calendar, it gets triggered with the task, boom, it gets sent out. But I can elect to have an automated assistant who's either a female or a male. You can select, and this person's going to look like my own admin from my own company, recorded in different places in an office, and go out and connect with the people that are coming in through all that social media. You see, we take for granted, those of us that are not as involved in social media as we should be, people that are not JJ and not Lynn, I mean, they're bringing in 20, 30, 40 new contacts a day, and then this campaign manager will be immediately dropping video emails to them and bringing them closer and closer to you so that you'll get to know them without you doing the work. And then, of course, they're going to find out more about you and want to know why you're so successful. That's that buzz wall she talked about. You see, the buzz wall, everybody, a novice, is going to look like a Top Gun. A Top Gun who spends hours a day being a Top Gun is now going to be able to expand into new arenas because what takes 10 hours will now take one. It's smashed down to one. So it's a tool, an environment, and everything tool for everybody. And this campaign manager for me is where it all comes together. I'll go into what you can do in there in just a second, but next let's just talk about video. Two things. See, video is important because let's face it, guys, video is everything. Anybody who's using just regular text email right now, in the days to come, in the next couple of years, actually industry experts are stating people aren't even going to trust you anymore if you're not sending them video. Everything's going to video. What web pages don't have video? What are kids watching? The next generation, what are they watching? Video. Everything is about video. And so we're using a video platform. Now, the video platform that we use, and I want to just mention this here because oftentimes we have people who are involved with iWowee and they ask, how is this going to help me with my business? And I want you to understand that at this point, and then we'll move forward. You see, the video platform that we're using right now is the iWowee system. And when somebody utilizes the Smash Your Competition tool, they get coded to you when they sign up for it. And then they only get 5 video emails per day on a free version of the video email. So what's going to happen? They're going to run out of the ability to use it. There's going to be a pop-up that comes up and says you want to upgrade, and they're all going to upgrade. Understand this, guys, that with this system, you have the ability to utilize video not only with email, but you will have your own conference system where it opens up the entire market for you. It becomes a world market in every language. With the new version of the conference room that is going to be coming out right about the same time as this tool, when it hits the streets with all the capabilities, we will be able to simply talk to anybody in 140 languages. There will be a closed caption right below your face if you're on video, or if you're speaking, it'll be a half a second behind your lips or half a second behind your words in any language. So now those international companies that are online out there, oh my word, you can talk to any prospect in any language, anywhere, anytime. And see, in a minute I'll tell you that this little Smash Your Competition actually is portable. It goes with you everywhere on any website that you're in. It's compatible with anything you're doing. It can be white labeled to the name of your company, so it can represent just your company white labeled. And it's a portal into who you are through this wonderful tool. And on there you'll have a little green button or red button that'll show up showing whether you're available or not. And if you're available, with one click, that prospect is speaking Japanese to you while you're seeing it in English, and vice versa, and you're talking to anybody you want. So it's very, very, very powerful. Now we'll go into the part I love, the second best, that goes with that contact manager, and that is the automated virtual assistant. You see, what happens is this: when somebody sees this little Smash Your Competition logo thing that you're seeing there, which is portable, and they mouse over it, then a little box opens up and allows them to click and see, well, what's this? They'll click out of curiosity. They go in through a portal. Boom! I kind of see it in my mind as like and JJ has said this, kind of like a wormhole. Boom! They're all they just go through this thing, and all of a sudden they're in the world of Vivian Russell. For me, okay. And in there, what happens is once they click on anything, my personal assistant will be triggered automatically to send them a little welcome to give away. Yes, to give away for free the Smash Your Competition tool, and in addition to that, a $25 gift certificate for them to advertise within the network. A lot of people have asked, how can you give away this amazing system? Because that's what we're doing. We're giving it away. Full functioning, not some lost leader, giving it away. And they ask, how can you do that? Well, it's very simple. This is going to also be an ad network. Why shouldn't it be? You have a captive market here, and you're able to advertise your business to all these eventually millions of people, because we think it's going to go viral very fast because it's being given away for free. The free version is so power packed that with many people, that's all you'll ever need. It has everything you're seeing. They might not have all of the different personal assistant activities, but you're going to get enough for you to use this very effectively. So some of the things that it will do, it's going to have a special occasion package that you can activate so that for every birthday, every anniversary, so if somebody finds you on social media, it captures a birthday or anniversary, your personal assistant is going to send a nice little happy birthday message on their birthday or on their anniversary. You can also have a network trip campaign networker if you are talking to other networkers, if you are going after other networkers to get to know them and bring them into your circle. Well, it'll drip on them through your autoresponder, your video autoresponder with your personal assistant, so that they're going to hear from you often and eventually want to know, why are you so successful? Same thing with BizOp and in vertical markets for real estate, for insurance, for car dealerships, everything, all available through Smash Your Competition. Automated contact notes. This is a favorite of mine as well, because see, I constantly having to type up notes and then figure out where they're going to have to go, and oh yeah, I got to attach it over here too, and all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff that baffles me. That's the stuff that gives me headaches. But with this, I can talk to my Smash Your Competition tool. I just talk to it. I'm good at talking. I talk to it, and a real live individual will transcribe what I have said and then attach it to any area within my database where it's appropriate. Any place where it needs to be accessible, it will be accessible. So this is a really cool tool because you no longer have to type everything up. Your media room, the beauty of your media room, I talked about the window that's going to pop up when somebody starts through your portal and looks into your business. You see, you're able to create whatever tour you want them to take. What I don't like about the world today with Google and the internet and all that, it's all wonderful, but once somebody goes to find out more about your business, what are they going to get? They're going to get everything, because Google shows them the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. But see, you can manage what they're going to see, all of your videos, your PowerPoints, any documents that you want, you can manage it. And so when they look in your media room, they'll be fine. By the time they get through that, they're going to know all about your opportunity and they're going to feel good about it. And it utilizes the video, and video creates a visceral response. Let's face it, guys. When you see a video or you hear music, it creates an emotion. And something you may not know, even the most logical minds in the world, when they buy something, it's based on a feeling. So video is very, very key. This thing's moving a little slow. Online training. You see, you're going to have access to all kinds of online training that is going to bring you up to speed, because one of the things that's been asked, two things in particular. One is, this is too hard. How am I going to learn how to do all this? It's easy. First of all, it's almost all plug and play. Second of all, what you do need to learn, let me give you an idea. You need to learn how to have 100 different social media sites up and running. That sounds impossible to a lot of people. But guess what? It's not. If I can do it, I guarantee you can do it. And that will be available to you through Smash Your Competition. You can get training through Lynn Carrillo, who's going to teach you all about it. I'll be doing the social media, for dummies, the ones that I have to go to in the beginning to get people up to speed first. And then she takes you to another level altogether. You'll have other videos that are going to teach you how to use each and every portion of this system. But then the really exciting part is that there will be high value training from world-renowned educators. And Zig Ziglar, obviously, that could be something from him, some media that he has created that you can get through Smash Your Competition. Tony Robbins, even perhaps something that was recorded for us specifically. We are talking to a number of top trainers out there that will be offering their training through Smash Your Competition. So it's a training room. And here's the other key thing. You see, with your own business training, you have your own training room. So you can upload your own training in here for your own team. When Lynn talked about toggling through businesses, you see, you can have multiple businesses, or you can have, here's your personal toggle. When you go toggle to personal, you're going to get nothing but your to-dos and your stuff and your social media that relates to that. When you're in this business, you get nothing but that. And if you have another business, you'll see only that, or you can, smash it all together and see everything. And so you can have a white labeled system for your business, and you can have your training in there and offer it to your people so that they get their training all from one spot. Again, saving time, saving money, saving headaches by being all in one place. Everybody loves a special. Oftentimes companies run specials. They run loss leaders, they run specials or discounts. You'll have the ability to post that. You'll also be able to post bonuses that are going on within your company right here in the specials posting. And the beauty is you're going to be able to message people and communicate with people within your company right through this one tool. Again, everything contained into one place. And so the specials are also there for your audience so that you can offer certain specials. If you have a product that's on sale or something like that, you can put that out there for people. For instance, let's say you have a traffic exchange. You would be able to put out there that we're going to give you 500, impressions if you utilize our traffic exchange. And then you have this little loss leader that you're giving to them. You can put that on your specials posting so that other people are attracted to exactly what you're doing. Now, SEO marketing and analytics. I'm going to let JJ explain this better because I told you the one about how I'm a good talker and the other stuff eludes me. But what I understand from being around him and Lynn and kind of understanding, everything is connected here. And so your SEO is done. Your system, your search engine optimization is very much organic within the system, because every time you do something, it's backlinking back to you, and you're raising your Alexa scores, and then you're able to have analytics on everything. And again, your analytics, you're not running analytics on this system for this capability and analytics over here. It's everything that you're doing, because it's all under one umbrella. And again, he'll go over the SEO thing better for you. That's my very loose description of what goes on. Now let's go back to the profit clicking thing. You see, the second question, people ask me that are involved in WowWee, which happens to be our video platform. Also, people say, that's all great, but how is this going to, me giving away this Smash toolbar, which I'll show you the bar in a minute, and what that means, but giving away this system, how's that going to bring them to my business? Guys, selling is all about getting to know people. Selling is all about building relationships. Any other type of sale doesn't last. So what Smash does is it connects you to everybody, to a lot more everybody's than you could ever personally get to on your own. You are getting to know them without all the activity, because it's all here, it's all happening automated. Your personal assistant is out there working for you. They're coming closer and closer and closer in, and I will tell you that they're going to want to know, what is it that you're doing? Especially since you're going to look like this unbelievable leader, whether you really are or not. And so it'll bring you in. And what happens is, there's going to be an ad network. You're able to actually sell your little space that you'll have available for, where you can put your own ad, or you can sell it out and have, that ad that is purchased by someone else. But people will be purchasing ad space within an ad network. That's what this will be. And we will be giving away the productivity tool, or whatever we want to call it. I don't even think that, you can't really describe it in a word like that. We'll be giving away this business hub, unbelievable Smash Your Competition phenomenon, and a $25 gift certificate for them to start advertising. And it's going to be the ability to advertise for pennies on the dollar. And we're going to give you guys Smash Cash. Okay, you get it when you start, and you get it a little bit, perhaps, depending on what you're doing. You're able to accumulate Smash Cash, and you're able to advertise within the network. Now, the next thing is I keep referring to the toolbar. What you see here, or what you see up top, it looks just like that. It says Smash Your Competition, or if it's white labeled, I guess it's different, and JJ can explain that. But that, if you shrink it down, it becomes a little tiny like bar. The logo is portable and it can go anywhere. So you can put it on websites, on blogs, on emails, anywhere that you want to, articles, and when somebody mouses over it, it opens up. And there you are, portal to your environment. And this Smash toolbar moves with you everywhere you want it to go. And it's free. So I believe that the next thing you're going to see here is just a little view of the back office. I'm not going to stick on that because I want to get to JJ. So let me show you. There's the profile page, and he may be able to show you something even better. I don't know if he's prepared to do that or not. But in fact, let me back this up and let me just introduce JJ. JJ Ulrich is, guys, you know, I'm a little older than I sound. I've been around for a while. I've been in sales for 23 years. I've met the best of the best. I've been mentored by, you know, just the top leaders out there. And I don't think I've ever met anybody like JJ. JJ is an amazing person. His partners are amazing people. This whole group is amazing. And JJ, this is his vision. And I have the absolute privilege to work with him and alongside him and help him. And I want to turn the mic over to him now so he can pick it up, tell you more about what we've just described in his words, and any announcements that might be going on right now. JJ, are you there?
I'm here. Hello, everyone. Really excited to have the opportunity to come hang out with everyone this evening. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm incredibly grateful for the incredible gift of the people I get to work around, Vivian and Lynn and our partners and our investors and everybody that's been involved in Smash Your Competition. It's an absolute blessing. This may be a portion of my vision, but it is really the divine inspiration of a lot of incredible people. There are an amazing assortment from skilled professionals to top-end marketers to the brand new guy that just opened his computer that has contributed to what has now been known as Smash Your Competition. Now, this system is in active development right now. It was interesting today. I had someone try to convince me that Smash doesn't exist and it's impossible to create what we're creating. And it goes back to one of my most favorite quotes that I have lived my life by. And that quote is this: "The person who says it cannot be done should step aside of the people making it happen." Now, that is what Smash is in essence of. It is really a tool that is going to take the average person and make them extraordinary. As you guys have seen tonight, this tool really combines the world of marketing for companies, for marketers, for the average end user to this enterprise level client. This tool is going to give you a competitive advantage. Now, this tool is in active development and has been for several months now. We have an entire team in India that is putting this together and building this every single day. It is a humongous project. And when I don't say that lightly, guys, there's a lot of people that is building this system each and every day. We've got multiple PHP programmers, multiple graphic designers, developers, you know, all these guys are putting this together. And, you know, it's kind of nice when I get a chance to come on this meeting because I get to show you from where we were last time to where we are today. So if I can go ahead and steal the presenter access, I'm going to give you guys a little glimpse at Smash Your Competition. All right. Alright, so here is the latest version of Smash Your Competition. What you're looking at is what's called a wireframe. And this wireframe is before we wrap graphics or any other components to this. This is just the functionality process of the system. Now, I'm going to talk to you about one of the core fundamentals of this system, because I want to share with you guys several components, and it should be popping up on your screen for those of you guys here in just a moment, so you guys will see it. One of the core items of building your business is the ability to have lots of leads coming into you. Well, Smash is an essential component to making that happen. Now let me give you guys an example. Let's say you're selling prepaid legal, Wowee, Melaleuca, Amway, whatever it is. The core fundamental of building your business is creating a lead, creating a relationship, and then taking that relationship and working together until they become a client or sale or prospect inside of your system. Now, one of the easiest ways to do that is to give people something, right? It is, if I was to come to you and say, hey, Judith, here's $15. Would you take it? Absolutely you would. It'd be something that you would want to have in place. Absolutely, we all would. Now, one thing we're going to do in Smash Your Competition is we're going to give every single person you know, love, trust, or buy a list of a $25 gift certificate that will be paid for by Smash Your Competition. So how are we going to give everybody $25 gift cards? Well, let me share with you. This $25 gift card is going to be an ad network. So for example, if I wanted to invite Vivian into a relationship, I purchased a list, I put her into my Smash Your Competition database, and in that database it's going to have an invite process. It says get connected. And there's a couple ways that's going to take place. One of them is an invite for a $25, $50, $100 gift certificate. And what it will do is it'll send an email to Vivian and say, Vivian, JJ just purchased you a $25 gift card to market your business on Smash Your Competition. Now, would you click accept on that? Probably I would, because if it's a $25 and there's no gimmick or catch to it, well, there you go. It's pretty simple, right? Well, once they do that, it creates them an account on Smash Your Competition. How cool is that? Once that account is created, it connects them to you forever in your network, and you can market them into any of your campaign processes, any of your systems. It's right there for the taking. It also has other invitation systems similar to, hey Vivian, JJ wants to keep his address book up to date. Would you mind confirming the information he has on you in his contact management system? And it keeps them connected. How powerful is that? Well, this is one of the amazing tools about Smash Your Competition is it's going to help you build any business you've got. And this is the kind of the starting point of it. So I'm going to go through a lot of stuff with you kind of quickly here so you guys can get a chance to see this. The registration process is simple. It's a username, a password, first name, last name, and email address. Very, very, very simple. A verification pops up and says, hey, your account's been created. You can also go into your edit profile screen. So this is your back office area. Now there's a lot of information here that you're not going to see as a brand new person into the network. But I'm going to show you several of the things that you're looking at on your screen. The first thing is it's got a main bar at the top that has your home button. And you can see to edit your profile settings. One thing we did add since the last time we talked is under the settings tab, you can now do entire themes to what your Smash Your Competition looks like. You can change the colors, you can put your company logos, you can white label it, you can make the whole system green, purple, pink, green, whatever you want. You can do full themes inside of Smash Your Competition. Now we didn't have that in its initial design, but it's here now. And this actually came from one of the comments from one of our, it was a teenage girl on our call a few weeks ago. And she says, the gray looks silly. I don't like gray. Can we make it pink? And I'm like, that's a really good idea. So we went and created themes that you can do color schemes, you can do photos, you can do themes to the entire process. So that was a pretty cool little feature set that was added in, and that was just based on a comment that was added inside of the system. Now let me go back to the main page here. Under the edit profile, we started modifying, give me just 1 second, guys. Now we can go in here, and what this does inside of the system is these are different screens in the back office. Now remember how we talked about the network? The network is multiple businesses. So if I want to have all my social media sites from my friends and family separated from my WowWee business contacts, I can do that in the system. And this is something I've not seen in any other provider. So like I can have, for example, in my network, I can have friends and family, I can have businesses, I can have business too. So I can have WowWee, I can have Prepaid Legal, I can have whatever the companies are that I'm representing. And when I switch to that network, it changes all my messages, my chats, my contacts, my calendars, my sales stages. All of that get changed inside the system. So that's pretty cool. The other thing is that all the information you can add on a contact, their business name, their first name, their gender, birthdays, headlines, mission statements, quotes, multiple phone numbers, email addresses, instant messengers, physical locations. And one thing that's really cool about the physical locations is that you can actually see a satellite overview of that information. Very, very, very cool. All right. Now, several of the other areas that we've gone through is the full training section. Now, remember how we talked about having a completely automated training system? So you can actually go in here and create multiple trainings now. And the trainings can be 15 trainings, 20 trainings. They have videos, they have text, they have workbooks that are all built into the automated training system. So it allows you to create a training and do the messages. We got that portion built. You can edit trainings. You can upload pictures inside of it. The viewing of a profile is pretty neat. It's very simplified down as far as first name, last name, information, websites. You can see how simple it is to view. Now, a lot of you guys are wondering what this add area is over here. This is actually going to be to the right side of the logout button, but it's sitting over here for right now. And notice how it has a $sign and an X associated to it. That $sign is how much money we will pay you to click on that ad. So it's got a complete traffic exchange system built inside of the software. And every time someone clicks on one of those ads, the person who referred them into the business gets paid. So does the person who referred them. It's got a 2-tier referral program built into the software. How much we will pay you. That's correct. All right, the Manage Contact area, we added this feature into it, so at a glance you can see the different groups at a color system. So you'll be able to see all the contacts and the different list. Here's the list view and here's the card view. So there's several different ways you can see it. But we've added a color scheme to the different sections, and these little stars up here are which ones are your favorites. So if you have like favorites per network, you can look at those very, very simply now. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the new contact area. So the new contact is very similar to the profile view. They've been working on that a little bit. Here's a sub account to it. The settings that you can now see the languages that the information is in. You can select icon or text and picture associated to the account. The labels, which is the same as groups. The accounts importing system. This is really cool. We'll get into that here more in a moment. The filters that you can use, the themes you can use, the different images on themes, so you can change the background color, you can change the fonts, the logos. This helps with our white label products. Alright, and so you can see the theme fonts that you can use, the logo system. They've got all this built out now. This is the new contact view. So remember how we talked about when you're dealing with a contact, you want to be able to have the different information very, very easily. Well, when you're on the contact view, this would say like JJ Ulrich. It would have my phone number, my address, my email, my birthday, my website. And then check this out. Here are your short codes so you can call that contact. We're actually going to build an auto dialer into the software so it will automatically call them. You can send them a message. You can go into a live conference. You can record that conversation or anything that's going on with it. And then you can see the new tabs that are available. So like notes, activities, documents, the media tab. Now remember, when you type in a person's email address, it starts searching for information on your contact automatically. So if you click on the media tab, it's going to actually tell you all their Facebooks, their blogs, their social media sites. It's got sales stages built into it. So they've got that all being worked on now. This is incredible, guys. I'm telling you, the stuff that's coming in here is just cutting edge. They've been working on the buzz wall on the right here right now. You can kind of see the different areas that they've been working on. The ad network. They've started, this is the ad network, so you can add networks up here. The managed networks, the my account information they've got worked on. They have started creating the wallet system. The wallet is going to show you how much money and credits you have in the system. You'll be able to send credits, withdraw them, and add credits inside of the system. So that has all been built now, and they've been working on that. The journal system, they've got this started to be laid out. So remember how I told you it automatically journals things that are happening? You added event phone call with John on 316 from this IP address. You can change your first name, change last name. It tracks every change you've done in the system. So they've worked on the journal system pretty extensively. As I said, guys, they're actively building this very quickly. The calendaring system, guys, when you see this, check this out. The calendar system is going to allow you to share appointment slots. You can actually share calendars with you and your team or your network so that you can actually add multiple calendars, 5, 6, 7 different calendars. They can sync together. Your task system is all in it. It's got the day view. It's got the month view. It's got an overview of the calendar, and this overview is a really great idea. This is something that was put together by one of our teams. You can see a short view of the week. You can see a priority items that are coming up. You can see different people that are shared with it. And this, remember I told you we were going to build a complete project management system? Well, they've started creating the project management system. So see, here's how the project is. So you can start a project, you can assign it to team members, you can group them. It goes onto your calendaring system. So you can explore the projects. They've started working on this aspect of it. When I told you guys that they're seriously building this is incredible. Now, the messages system, this is another thing that is built into the software. This automatically keeps all your contacts up to date, so you can message them. You can create to-dos now. The to-do section is built in here. You can see how you can upload files to it. They've got that process built in. They've got the calendar views built in as far as the 4-day, the agenda view, the objects. I'm just going through these really quickly, guys, because there's a lot of information starting to get into this software. All right, this is the week pop-up. You can kind of see this. This is pretty cool. It's got full repeating sections, reoccurring events. You can see that they can do it via notification mail. You can see the attendee list. So it will automatically leave calendar items on each one of your contacts. The import feature, this is awesome, guys. All you have to do is type in your Facebook. It will import all your Facebook contacts, all your Hotmail contacts, all your Gmail contacts, your Yahoo. This is incredible. Okay, this feature is going to be able to allow you to import CSV files, lists that you buy, and they automatically get categorized inside of your system. Just showing you a couple different options on the usernames. Here's another contact feature. And guys, that is this week's update as far as the wireframe system. I'm just going to let you know this prototype is in active creation. And we appreciate our investor group that has taken time and resources and energy to help us put this together. We are still slated for October, November to have this thing done and put into place. So we are really, really excited about all the efforts and resources that have gone into place to get this thing constructed. But I'm just going to let you guys know we're in the zone, and we are actually in the process of putting an office into India that will make this long-term and a substantial team being over there to help keep our long-term development of this product ongoing. So with that, I would really invite you guys to pack these calls. The reason why you have had this introduction is because someone has invited you to this call. Those who have the biggest lists will win in this system. Okay? And when you start loading people into your database and you start getting paid by the people that want to utilize the system, we are going to automate so many pieces of this system over the next year as this thing really gets identified and rolled out and people are using it. You're going to have millions of members utilizing this product. It's as simple as that. Anyways, really appreciate all you guys coming on and hanging out, and I'll turn this back over to Vivian. Thanks so much.
Guys, I'm so excited that you were able to see that, and thank you so much, JJ. It's always so exciting when he talks because it is his vision, and he gives us more insight, and he gives us more capabilities because he keeps adding more things to it. I've never seen anything like it. I worked for years as a VP in a software development consulting company, and I have never seen anybody like JJ who just keeps putting more and more and more bells and whistles into this thing. So it's very exciting. Guys, at this point, there are a couple of things. Understand that we are not actually in pre-launch. We're in pre-launch. So what does that mean? That means that there's just a handful of people that we are sharing this with today, because he who has the greatest list, the biggest list, wins. We want to invite you to register. We want you to go back to the person that referred you here. We're having a lot of people that are registering and they're not getting into the system with the appropriate sponsor. So go back to whoever registered you, whoever sent you here to get registered through them. For those of you who have asked, and many have, we are offering an investor capability to be able to partake in profit sharing. And we're doing that not because we need it. I'll repeat that. We're doing that not because we need it. It's because we want to share the opportunity with loved ones. Please understand that this is not something to be sent out to the masses. This is something that is being offered from one loved one to another. And that's, if you do want to learn more about that, if you have somebody, a friend or a loved one, you can contact me, Vivian Russell, at this address that I will put here, and I will get you that information so that you can review that. And I know not a lot of people have asked that, so there's my email address. Go ahead, Lewis, and you can get in touch with me if you wish to have more information on that, and we'll talk about that there. But just know that we are doing that for a limited time at this point, prior to the actual pre-launch, which is coming. We don't have a firm date, but it's coming. You saw how far along we are. So we need this time, guys. We need this runway, because if you do not have at least 30, 40 social media profiles up and running, if you are not ready with all that put in place right now, then you don't want this to launch, because he with the largest footprint will win. Now, there will be trainings that are going to become available on the registration site. You'll start to see some of those trainings available to get you started on your social media. But guys, take the steps to do it now. It's going to pay back tenfold to you later. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you're as excited as we are, and we will see you next week, same time, same place. Bring somebody with you that you want to share this exciting news with, and until then, God bless everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.